Welcome back to your personal finance classroom, where we break down your money questions to make it easy for you to live your best life. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can be notified when new videos come out. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like it. Today we're discussing how many credit cards is too many. Let's get right into it. In short, credit scoring formulas don't punish you for having too many credit accounts, whereas too few might actually hurt your overall score. But unfortunately, it's not as simple as answering, the limit does not exist. Too many credit cards can be dangerous for your credit score in other ways. So let's break down what too few and too many credit cards does for your overall score. Having too few credit accounts overall can have a negative impact on your credit utilization ratio. Your credit utilization ratio is the amount of revolving credit you're using divided by the total credit available to you. So for example, if you have one credit card with a $3,000 credit limit and you spend, on average, $1,500 a month on your card, your credit utilization ratio is 50%. If you had two cards with a $3,000 credit limit, your overall credit limit would be $6,000. And if you're spending $1,500 a month on average, your credit utilization is 25%. It's a good rule of thumb to keep your utilization below 30%. So in theory, having more credit cards can help you out by lowering your credit utilization ratio. But don't consider this an open invitation to apply for as many credit cards as you want. There are downsides to having too many credit cards. First, a higher credit limit across multiple cards means you have more spending power, which means you might have more access to spending more money than you make. It's easy to get carried away when you have to just swipe a card, and with more credit cards and a higher spending limit, it's easier to get caught up in spending to the point where you find that you can't pay off the balance in full at the end of the month. If you're someone who is easily tempted by targeted Instagram ads or walks out of Target with more than you went in for, it's a good idea to check your statements regularly and make sure you're still on track with your budget and not spending just because you can. Only paying the minimum due can have a negative impact on your credit utilization and, as a result, your credit score. Next, too many credit applications can impact your credit negatively. When you apply for a credit card, companies do a hard check on your credit. Too many hard checks, and especially in a shorter window of time, can affect your score. If you plan to apply for more credit cards, be strategic with when you apply. It's also important to note that multiple credit cards means multiple credit card payments and multiple credit card statements. If you aren't a super organized person, it can be easy to miss a payment or get so carried away spending that you don't realize what's going on each card. Late payments can negatively impact your credit score. And finally, more credit cards with a lower credit utilization ratio doesn't make up for things like not paying on time, a lack of credit history, or a lack of diversity in account types. There are multiple factors that go into your credit score. The credit scoring formula also considers things like paying on time, a solid credit history, and whether you have diversity in your credit accounts, like a mortgage, car lease, or loans in addition to your credit cards. Building a good credit history and maintaining a good credit score is a long-term process. Next week, we'll be discussing the breakdown of your credit score and what makes a good credit score. So make sure you're subscribed so you can be notified when that new episode releases. So what's the right amount of credit cards to have? Taking all of that into consideration, the recommended amount is 2 to 3 credit card accounts, in addition to other types of credit like a mortgage, loans, or car lease. Keep in mind everything we just discussed as you determine what's the right amount of credit cards for you. And hit that notification bell so you can be notified when more videos in our credit score series drop next week. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll be back Wednesdays and Fridays with new personal finance lessons for you.